From Niche Gamer, let's check it out. They say Gundam creator Yoshiyuki Tomino says anime must not repeat Disney's worst mistake. By the way, quick side note, real quick. I'm also working on a very crazy RWBY video. There's been like some crazy news about RWBY over the last few weeks. And I was going to make it into separate videos at first. However, I've decided probably better to put them all into one video. So that will be out within the next handful of days. Anyways, thanks for your patience and back to the main topic. Niche Gamer writes, it seems Japanese creators are catching on to the low-performing creations of the Western world, in particular Disney, as the creator of Gundam recently stated that the anime industry must not repeat their worst mistake. Yoshiyuki Tomino, who is known for originally creating the long-running Gundam franchise, was interviewed where he shared his insights into the anime industry. Tomino believes anime to be in a quote-unquote golden age of sorts, one that could easily be destroyed if the industry were to follow in the footsteps of Disney. The veteran creator believed modern Disney is the result of when animation quote-unquote loses heart, and criticized its transition from hand-drawn animation to digital in the interview via fullfrontal.moe. Tomino also labeled Disney's latest films as quote-unquote depressing and boring, and explained that these poor results are likely due to their production goals. The Gundam Creator asserted that Bandai Namco Filmworks, who handles the Gundam series, is already picking up on Disney's bad practices, what with it attempting larger projects while straying away from traditional animation. Another quote here saying, empty blockbusters without any personality, is how Tomino described Disney as a brand. And he explained that creators must be permitted to experiment, while executives like producers have to, quote, get their hands dirty when developing a project. Many have negatively criticized Disney's works in the last few years on a number of different levels, be it with Star Wars and its disrespecting of the lore, to just disrespecting fans in general. I'm sure many people would agree with his comment about empty blockbusters without any personality, that part. I mean, that seems like a fair criticism, and one that could even apply to current Hollywood in general. However, I'm not so sure I agree with his assessment about this currently being a golden age of anime. I mean, for viewership numbers and profits, it probably is. For other metrics, though, I think it becomes a bit more debatable. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still so many amazing anime out, and still being released. However, there's also been an increase in Japanese companies following in the shadow of Western corporations, which, as Tomino Sensei said, are just soulless. Meaning perhaps the golden age of anime has already passed some number of years ago. I'm not really sure, though. Consider letting me know what you think in the comments. And of course, a major factor is how golden age is being defined. And that definition may change person to person, so it will be interesting seeing various opinions on this. As always, thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the comments, and if you enjoyed this segment, consider liking and or subscribing for more segments like this, and I'll see you in the next one.